So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So, let's get into it. So, week 12 of the NFL season is already on its way. For the Chicago Bears, they will be taking on the very surprising New York Jets on Sunday. In this video, I'm just going to give you all the 3 keys of the game that I think the Bears should do to be able to win this game. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What's up guys, KT here, back at it with another video. Today, we're doing the Bears. Before we start the video, I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Yes, it is that time of year again where we sit on our couches, eat great food, hang out with our families and friends and our loved ones, and think about all the things we're thankful for in our lives. You know, I'm thankful for a lot of things in my life. The people who support me, my family, and of course you guys, the viewers. You guys have been supporting the channel for over a year now, no matter what I put up. Whether it be boxing, gaming, football, etc. You know, you guys have been supporting the channel. The numbers may not pop at some people, but every little bit helps. The fact that you guys are taking the time out of your day to click on one of my videos and watch them to their fullest extent, that makes me feel happy. And I also feel happy that I'm able to, you know, give out this great content and you guys are enjoying it. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. As we continue through the years and through this year, I'll continue to evolve and put up better content as we continue to evolve on this channel. But thank you guys for supporting me for so long, and you know, look out for more great content in the future. But with that out the way, let's get straight into the business at hand. And the Bears will be taking on the New York Jets, and for the first key of the game, you're gonna have to figure out a way to move the ball and score points against this New York Jets defense. Yes, this Jets defense is really, really good. They've won them more games than they've lost them. They've actually been the more surprising side of the ball, as you know, I thought the offense would be carrying this team through the season, but that has not been the case for obvious reasons that I'll get into in one moment. But the Jets defense has been really, really good. Sauce Gardner is an absolute monster, and he's just in his first year. He's a rookie, and he's already made a stellar case for Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm sorry. And, you know, he's shaping up to be a very good corner in this league, you know, but they still got a lot of other players on there. You know, Quinn Williams has always been a very good defensive lineman. CJ Mosley has also really been a good linebacker in the league for a few years. So the Jets defense has been really good. So the first thing I would say, if you want to tackle this Jets defense and you want to slow them down, misdirection and keeping them on the field for long periods of time will slow any defense down. Whether it be with options or, you know, misdirection counters, or just even getting in third down in short situations where you have to convert, getting into those long drives, you know, tiring out this Jets defense will go a long way, because this team can rush the passer like nobody's business. They wreck games with their pass rushing, and you know, we've seen it for the past few weeks. This Jets defense has lived up to the billing. They've upset some really good opponents, and they play in a very tough division, in one of the toughest divisions in all of football, the AFC East, in the past few years. So, you know, the Jets have been surprising people. I think for the Bears, they're gonna have to stack together long drives. You know, keep this defense on the field for as long as possible, and you know, tire them out, run the ball, use misdirection, and I think you'll have a better chance to win this game. Point number 2, QB Mike White will be starting in place of Zach Wilson. Yes, Zach Wilson has been benched. The former number 2 overall pick from BYU has not lived up to expectations at all in his very, very young career. I'm not ready to throw the bust card out yet, because I don't do that, but he has not looked great at all. He's been holding back this team. You know, they've won games in spite of him, you know, throwing interceptions, being very inaccurate with the ball, you know, taking sacks. It was the same thing a few weeks ago with Justin Fields, and he was able to break out of a funk, and he's played well. But for Zach Wilson, it has not been the same story. He has been riddled with injuries in his young career, and he has not been able to develop it to his fullest capacity. He holds the ball a little bit too long. And, you know, with Mike White starting, you never know what Mike White you're going to get. You could get the Mike White that looks like an all-pro, or you can get the Mike White that looks like he's just a backup in this league. So for the Bears, they're going to have to take advantage of the fact that they're having a little bit of a QB controversy. And, you know, the Jets give up a lot of sacks too. So their offensive line has been underwhelming, with their tackle being hurt. You know, Vera Tucker, you know, being hurt at times. They can't really find any consistency on that offensive line. We saw it last week. So whatever Belichick did last week, Belichick destroys young quarterbacks, but whatever he did last week, the Bears need to take notice of that and, bring that same game plan that Belichick used into this game this Sunday, because they're going to need to get some sacks on Mike White. You cannot just let him sit back there and pick you apart with his arm. And of course, you got to stop the run of the Jets as well, because James Robinson is a very good back. If they do that, they'll have a better chance to win this game, but it all starts with that defense getting sacks and getting pressure. So we'll see what goes on, but not a good start for Zach Wilson in his young career. But hopefully he can rebound from this. I don't think Mike White will be the starter for the rest of the season, but it's not looking good for Zach Wilson. Hopefully he can rebound from this. So we're moving on. Point number 3, get Chase Claypool involved. We're finally ready to see Chase Claypool get involved in this offense. People are getting frustrated with the lack of plays called for him, the lack of, the snap count, the only limited amount of snaps that he's playing, the limited routes that he's running. People are getting irritated and getting impatient. I'm not ready to give up on the man 3 weeks into a new team, a new system. Christian McCaffrey is not the same as Chase Claypool. Christian McCaffrey is a running back. And, for the Bears, they need a receiver. And, receivers do a lot more than running backs, including Christian McCaffrey. And especially for this team, he is our best receiver on this team. So it makes things infinitely more difficult when the coaching staff is not using his fullest capabilities. They haven't went downfield with him a lot. They haven't run those intermediate routes with him a lot. So they're gonna have to figure out a way to get him involved. But I would like to see Chase Claypool at least get a one game, but at least 10 catches. Get him 10 catches for maybe like over 80 yards. Start to get him involved slowly but surely. Let's be patient. With Fields going out with injury at the wrong time, we don't know if he's going to play this Sunday, so we might see Trevor Siemian. The coaching staff is balancing a lot. We got guys coming back from injury, so they're balancing a lot, and Claypool just got here, so they're balancing a lot, and they're still figuring out a way to get him involved in this offense. I would like to see him get involved on Sunday. At least if he can get at least 80 yards, I'll be happy. So get Chase Claypool involved early, getting those quick routes, quick 10, 15-yard routes, and we'll go from there. But for the final score of this game, I got the Jets winning 27-24. I think the Jets are just the better team. They play in one of the toughest divisions of all of football, like I've stated. But the Bears have shown their ability to put up points. I don't know how that's going to look with Trevor Siemian at quarterback, but at this point, nothing is confirmed about Justin Fields' shoulder, whether he's going to play, whether he's not going to play, so we'll see. But the Bears will be able to put up points with their run game. Siemian has proven that he can run this offense efficiently and not, kill the Bears with interceptions or anything like that. So from what little we saw of him during the preseason, he's shown that he can run this offense efficiently. But the Jets, their defense is just a little too good for the Bears. I feel like when the Bears are going to need that crucial drive to get points, I feel like they're going to stall out. And I think the Jets are just going to win by a field goal. Their offense isn't as great as I would like to think. They've been a little bit underwhelming, but I still feel like they'll be able to put up points on this Bears defense. A little surprising that Zach Wilson didn't get the nod, especially since he's going against a very porous Bears defense for the past few weeks. But I'm not complaining. I got the Jets winning 27-24. I think it will be a close game, and don't be surprised if the Bears squeak this game out. So the Bears, if the bright side is if they lose, they get a higher pick. So we'll see. But I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. It helps the channel grow. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop one of these videos. Leave a comment in the comment section. Follow me on social media, as I will be tweeting live during the game. As always, I'm out. Bear down. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, everybody. Peace.